we'll see the Rebels taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get first crack at it here. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good, rushing stats.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Snags it down the right side. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Right, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Ives. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. This offense coming back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He lets it fly. Makes a grab right down the middle. Open spaces. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Gets the back moving. On the move. Look out, he's got room. Still running at the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Ripping through the defense. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback keeper. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Skips away from pressure. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Husker! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ives.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Raiola. That's caught. It's Ives. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Huskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Buying some time as he moves left. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's complete to the left. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off-play action on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska!
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll leave it with him. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like habit of habit at what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
35 on the play. And 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got it in the middle. It's Knowles. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
score, Nebraska 4, Coyotes 10.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sends it back in motion. The offense changing the play. The give to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking left. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He'll keep it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Beal. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fires it incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Rebels are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0. Check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Fellas, thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the back moving. With jet sweep pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working the big fella to the corner. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Husker! A great catch and run for 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Back to pass on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Kemp. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Booth. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Cornhuskers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Nelson. Across the 45. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You've got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Another incompletion on third down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Oh, better look out. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. Likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to...
Looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that, because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking...
Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Just complete and utter dominance in